And let's put on the jetpack. Oh, what the crap? Weird. All right, snap on. Snap on. There, snapping. Jetpack's being funny. Hey there folks, Mazion'S reporting for duty, and today we're playing Ark Survival Evolved on the pooping Evolved Annunaki Genesis server. And so, as you can see right here, we are right outside the new Redwood Forest biome. Check it out. All kinds of giant trees hanging out here in this new area. And we're going to fly through it and over it and kind of see what it's all about. Now, they've got this neat little stream that meets with the main area there, the swamp. The main area of the swamp. Oh. Ooh. That's a pretty sounding. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, and there's a little pond in here. That's really cool. So like this area right here would be neat for like a little house. I'm wondering if there's like any big areas, because we're going to need a fairly sizable area, and we were hoping to build in the new biome. Now, if we can't, that's going to be fine. But it was kind of the hope that with the new... Oh, my Lord. There's more snow. I hate snow. I'm from Maine, and we get lots and lots of snow every year. And ice. And it's been a while that I've not really been enjoying it so much. So, more snow doesn't really seem that cool. Oh, my Lord. There's something here. I don't want to spoil it. Holy crap. Gotta get out of the way. So, apparently, there's a bunch of new stuff in the game, too. But I wanted to look more at the forest and the biome, because we really need to find an area to build our new base. Now, I thought that this thing stretched up north, but apparently, instead of this thing stretching up north, it takes this big middle island, and they just changed the snow area to have more snow on the so the entire north area is snowy now. The north mountain and the northwest mountain. Oh man. So, it doesn't look like necessarily we'll be moving in here. We may not. Oh, man. What's down in here? I don't know if there's like a nice flat area around here, or what we're going to find, or if it's just more like foresty and hilly everywhere. I don't know, man. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Super loud music. Oh, man. That was really loud. So, I was wondering if they changed these cliff faces at all, and it looks like they did. And it kind of looks good. It, like, blends in really well with the neighboring environment. I really like it, actually. I think that this looks really, really neat. Oh, man. So, let's go check out the snow biome and see what the changes there. Okay, so we're approaching the snow area, and it really looks like they just kind of moved it across the river here and put it around this mountain in the base. Not really like a huge change. I'm not sure how it's going to look on the northeast corner, but not a huge change in the biome here. Everything's looking pretty similar. The landscape hasn't really changed any. Not really surprised there. Let's check on the other side. What happened over here? How far does this thing stretch? Oh man, there's like icy glacierness here. That is definitely a change in the land structures. Also over here, this icy glacierness. Are there any new islands out here? I didn't even... Doesn't look like there's any new islands, but there's these little islands here in this little area in between. Neato. Neato burrito. So that's the difference. Alright, so those are the two changes that were made to the environment and the map. That looks like it might be... I don't remember that. Looks like it might be a little bit different there. Alright, so now we gotta decide where on the map we're gonna build, even if it's not in the new area. But I'm gonna take some time looking through the new area with the Redwood Forest there, make a decision on what exactly I plan to do. All right, guys, well, there's all kinds of people already getting their stuff set up in here, and so I've got 2 spots that I'm looking at. One's right here. It's right by the river. It's actually kind of scary because wardens like to spawn right. Oh, look, there's one right there. See? There's a warden. So I'm not sure if it's a good area or not. But right here is like a nice flattish area. Maybe it would be better if we weren't on Annunaki Genesis, but I figure here I could put a whole kind of, all kind of dinos and whatnot, and all the other really good spots have already been taken. So there's another location right over here. All right, let's go over here. All right, so there's this cool little like log that goes across right here, and so you got this side where it's not all Redwood Foresty, and then you've got this side where it's Redwood Foresty, and there's all these big trees around. To do like a multi-tiered thing. Someone is building close-ish to here. You see right over there? Someone's doing something over there. But like I said, there's not a lot of like really cool spots left. A lot of people have already started building in some of the better places. People jumped right on today. Very excited about this update. And, I mean, could build more in like, oh, look, like right here would be okay. Be okay-ish, but it's really hilly. So it's like, it's hard to consider a location for the new base when the really good like flat areas are kind of already all taken. And this is a good flat area, but then we have to worry about wardens over here. So, I mean, maybe I'll behemothized gate like around this water area right here. Put up some behemoth gates or whatever so the wardens can't really see in. And then put some... Oh, I don't know if... Can we... Most of these trees you can't actually cut. Get out of the way. Jeez, wing of you. So this tree, can you cut it? Okay, so you can't cut this tree. This tree right here. This tree, the bigger ones, can't cut. Nothing. So yeah, I'm thinking like right here would be kind of a cool area because then I'll have some flatlands and whatnot to put all my dinos around here and build up some behemoth gates and stuff. And so I've already taken some time just a moment ago to go up to the volcano and the chitin cave and to the southeast underwater cave, I think. And I've gone and gathered a ton of metal, gathered a ton of chitin and stuff to make some metal structures. And so we're gonna go with metal for the new build, and probably glass metal and metal, like a combination of the two. So I'm gonna go up here, and I wish I could show you what other people have done because we're all learning how to use these metal structures that go on the trees, and something that I'm going to learn how to do really soon. So we're up here at the volcano. I've used Whippet's red awesome Anki, like ridiculously awesome Anki, to get a bunch of metal. So metal's starting to get up here. Someone already left some here, and so we're gonna have plenty, and we're gonna leave plenty behind. So also I grabbed like 20,000 chitin. And we're making all kinds of cementing paste to make sure that we can make the metal structures that we need. But we're going to have to go gather more cementing paste, probably. If I put all this in here, I still need fiber, I think. But structures, metal, boom. So metal tree platform cost 1,800 metal, which is no big deal, easy to get. And then 1,400 cementing paste. That's where we're really looking at it being kind of a challenge. And then 600 fiber. So, and then I've learned all the glass metal stuff. I've learned all the metal stuff. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do on the Patreon server that we have. The glass metal stuff is always lagging everything. And it also costs cementing paste and crystal, but I've gathered tons and tons of crystal. So, we're going to start making a base over there. And I think that the next thing that I'm going to do is I need to go get some fiber. And I'm going to go scavenge for beaver dams. See if I can get some quick and easy cementing paste so that we can speed up this process and get ourselves a little bit of a build going. I also need to make a Stargate as soon as possible, and actually that reminds me, before I do anything, I'm going to go up and make my Stargate, place it where I'm going to be, put my name on it, so there's no question that this is the area that I'm actually building my great base. So I will be back in just a moment. All right, so we're back at the base here, the new base location, and I've been trying to figure out a way to find two trees here that are close enough together so that I can kind of link the structures. But I don't. It's funny because when you stand back from them, you think maybe that'll work. Like, oh look, those trees are really close together. Maybe I could put two tree houses next to each other. But once you get up near them, it is a different story entirely. They're actually so big that they're so far away. Figure that out. That's not even anywhere near close enough to link the structures together. But I thought maybe I would start with these three trees and see what I can do. And so it looks like that you can rotate them around the tree if you do this, but I don't think it really matters so much what direction they're facing. So we're gonna give it a start. Let's start here. Uh-oh. So I brought a force with me. I brought a force of dinos. And they're all following Deus Lucy, who's on passive, and they're all on aggressive or neutral, actually. And Tears of Bam's here, too, because he's going to start carrying all the metal things because of all the weight. The redonkulous amounts of weight. All right, so we've got one of our metal platforms up, and I didn't have the foresight to bring out... There's two. Might be able to find a way to link them. I didn't have the foresight to bring out... you know, I forgot what I was going to say. Bam! All right, so we've got three structures. These ones aren't exactly pointing the way that I want, but oh yeah, my jetpack. I didn't bring my jetpack with me, and my HUD's missing. Backspace. HUD's missing, so that's been really fun to work with. But I need to. I'm gonna need to get my jetpack or something if I'm really gonna work with this stuff effectively. I could fly up there, you know, with Tears of Bam, and I think I will right now, just to kind of show you guys what we're working with. So here is the area around the tree that is usable. You can build stuff on here, whatever you need to. Man, you know, I might be able to bridge this right in front of the Stargate. But did I bring any foundations? I don't think I did. But what we're going to end up doing on these is putting foundations down so we have snap points for walls and whatnot. This looks really cool. Like, I'm really down with it. I was thinking about trying to make a staircase that goes from one to the other. Like, try to get stairs that go up to that one or something like that. But it's going to be very difficult to make this all work the way that I want it to. And one of these areas, obviously, will be for flyers to, like, hang out and land. And I'll continue to do that with all kinds of trees around here. Have areas for flyers and stuff to hang out. And I think the jetpack is going to come in really, really handy around here from now on. And I also made my little Stargate location. Haven't showed you guys yet, or you probably saw it, but I just made a little area-ish here for the Stargate to hang out at. I kind of wanted a bigger kind of structure. Hey, look, what's up, Gallimimus? Terror birds and raptors and all kinds of stuff have already come over and started to attack. And I'm realizing that the amount of cementing paste needed for the build is astronomically large. And I looked for some beaver dams all around here. Wasn't able to find any. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the update or what the deal is right now, but I'm not finding any beaver dams. So the free cementing paste thing isn't really happening. But this is the start. So I'm going to get some behemoth gate walls, or behemoth walls. They're going to come around this area in front of here, so that we could try to avoid being in the line of sight of one of these wardens if they're in the area. But I think that this is going to be it. We're going to have a bunch of dinos here over on the beach. We have these platforms and whatnot. And I've got a bunch of stuff crafting up at the volcano right now. I've made my second trip to the chitin cave and got another 24,000 chitin. Hello? Oh. Oh, I whistled something. That's bad. What did I whistle? You're not passive. I think I whistled neutral by accident, and I need Deus Lucy to also be passive. Let's go see what we got going, brewing up at the chitin cave. It's cold here, and I'm thirsty. I mean, at the volcano peak. Oh! So now we're at the peak. Ish. If we stop teleporting all around here. And we've got 107 Are these? Oh, you know what? I should have brought my Quetzal with me. Wasn't thinking. And I'm working on getting some ceilings made. I was gonna try to bridge some gaps with those ceilings, but they're gonna probably eventually be like just the tops of one of the bases. Where am I looking? I'm looking for cementing paste. We're still making it. Yep, still making cementing paste. We've got a lot. So what I think I'm gonna do here. I think we need more ceilings, maybe. Let's start off with these foundations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some, use these foundations, see what we can make. Actually, I know where I need cementing paste right now. We need some stairs. Gamma 5. Did I make any stairs yet? I have not. So let's put this in here. Metal. Oh, also, let me see. Rope ladder. Bam! Rope ladders. We're going to make some of those today, too. Glass metal stairs. Let's make 20 of those. See what we can do with 20 of them. I mean, we're going to have to be in range of a foundation. And I was thinking about, you know, with those foundations that we can make, we can bridge out and then use ceilings and pillars to extend the platforms and the trees if we want. So that's kind of a possibility. But the problem was that I was trying to find two areas with the trees that everything is even. So in order to, when you try to build on a tree, it has multiple snap points up and down the trees. And you can't line them up perfectly unless the trees are also at ground level exactly in the same spot. Then you could line up two tree platforms perfectly and then bridge the gap with ceilings. But we're not going to be able to do that. So we're going to have to experiment a little bit more with what we want to do. And I'm going to do some building. And we'll be back to show you what we've worked with. I wanted to bring you guys in to let you know what I'm trying to do here and a couple of things and tips about doing this whole tree thing. So you can build these foundations on here right around this whole tree thing, but it needs to be 5 by 5 around it so that you have a 3 by 3 area in the middle. And so I clipped this like just barely into the tree so that I could get it around this side. But as you can see here, I did not make it, and we're really pretty close here. So you really have a little bit of space to work with. It's going to be kind of difficult. And so I decided to start off with this cross pattern because you could try to make a, oh, whoa, I almost went off, a circular structure. And if you were to do that, you'd continue working in this way. And you would just keep doing this, until you got out to the outside, and then you had your little kind of circular-ish structure. Oh, what crap? I used ceilings by accident. And I'll show you something else I was doing. I can't believe I wasted the ceilings, but not a huge deal. I got tons and tons of cementing paste working up at the volcano there, and got tons and tons of metal working up there too. It's going to be ridiculous the amount of metal that we're going to have, to be honest. But, so I've got this facing, I tried to get it right at the center of that other tree from here. I wasn't able to succeed. I tried it a couple of times. Isn't a huge deal because no matter what we do, the two sides are not going to connect unless I use ceilings over there. Ah, man, you know, I didn't even think about that. I wonder if I could snap pillars through that structure. Something that we're going to try. We're definitely going to bridge the gap between these two trees, one way or another. So I'm going to end up moving this Stargate somewhere else for whenever I get around to it. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some pillars. We're going to put them through here, and we're going to make ourselves, we're definitely going to make it so that we can go all the way across. So I need to get a no-clip foundation for this. I need to get no-clip ramps to go across here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of build up this whole thing on this side and on that side. And once I've got that all completed, I'll come back. We'll show you what we're working with. I've also got a whole bunch of behemoth walls, and I'm going to make a gate. And we're going to start to section off that area of the land as well. And so we'll be able to feel a little bit safer from wardens and other things coming in from that side. Probably going to still get raptors and terror birds in from this side, but, you know, them's the breaks. All right, we're back, and it's nighttime in the forest, and I've set up some stuff. I'm not even close to done. I've got some behemoth walls up here. I've got a behemoth gate right in the middle. I'm going to put another behemoth gate facing in this direction right here on the beach. And then I'm going to continue the wall up and around these trees. And I'm not necessarily going to worry about enclosing them. And I may continue using platforms up in here. So I put down foundations on both sides here. Oh, and I actually didn't finish what I was doing. Forgot. So I wanted to show you guys too, where did they all go? Where did they all go? Oh, there they are. And let's put on the jetpack. Oh, what the crap? Weird. All right. Snap on. Snap on. There, snapping. Jetpack's being funny. Please. Please, jetpack, stop being in my camera. Oh, man. All right. Bye, jetpack. There, it's gone. I should be able to get the rest of these down. So this is a rope ladder, and it's extendable. So you can, like, get rid of it. How do I climb it? I'll have to climb the right side. All right, so the problem I had, though, is that I wanted to put this rope ladder on the inside of this hatch, and I wasn't able to. So, but let's go up here. You're supposed to be able to retract the rope ladder. So see, drink. Nice. So you can retract it, and it just kind of bundles up there, and then hold to extend. Bam. Now it's extended all the way down, and it remembers its shape. So we've got, get out of my way, Deus Lucy, and let's Gamma 5. It's getting really dark. Oh, it is. This is as light as I can make it. So I wasn't able to really aim these one at another. But so there was a thing in the game, block shop. So apparently we can make blocks in the game, wood, metal, and crystal. And those blocks can float. And it's something that I've seen Zul'jin use in the past, and I've seen one of these tree areas with them. So what I was thinking was that I would use these foundations and like make an enclosure, but I'm now thinking that maybe like downstairs, down the bottom here, I'd have an enclosure of some sort. What we can do is connect all of these platforms via these wooden blocks that you can make, or these blocks of any type that you can make, that will float in the air. And so we can make it so we can bridge the gap here, you know, no problem. And you can get from one side to the other. Then I can just get rid of all of these that I made, even though it's so easy, man. Like with Annunaki Genesis, I can make cementing paste and all of the stuff that we need so fast up at the volcano that it really, really doesn't matter. Like I don't even know how many thousands of metallite I got today with that Alpha Anki, and how much I smelted, and how many of these things I made. And actually, if I take Deus Lucy, let's go over here. I still have like, you know, 141 of those, 118 of those, some ramps, some walls, and some other stuff. But so I was trying to wall in this tree over here too, and the no clip walls were not no clipping. I don't know if it has to do with the snap point being compromised at the bottom or what the deal is, but I can't put no clip walls here or here. I did get no clip foundations through on the other side and on this side, but so I was thinking that maybe one of these would be like an enclosed building, and then another one would not, and then I'll have a few that are up here for flyers and stuff, and then I'll probably have a crafting area downstairs. But I'm actually getting a little bit excited now about the prospects of this area and what it'll mean for me. It's pretty close to the volcano, the center of the map, Primordius, who seems to, you know, fly around in that area as far as I've been able to see in the past. We've got all of our monkeys hanging out here. I've got this nice big area for our dinos. We're going to have more area over there when we enclose this with the behemoth gates. I could probably make a nice structure down here, the glass and metal mod, for like an open concept building platform, like I always like to do. And then up here we can have like a house, like a tree house, and then we'll have a couple of platforms for some flyers, maybe a couple of more on these trees over here. All pretty exciting stuff. I'm pretty happy with the new patch. I like the Redwood Forest. I like the ambient noises. It reminds me of home a lot. It's been a really good day. I've been enjoying it quite a bit, and I hope that you guys enjoy it too. We're going to show up the Titanosaur soon, and we'll be able to get one of those, and I will also show off some of the other stuff that we got in the patch. But today, that was my intent, was as soon as this biome came into effect, I wanted to find a place to make my own home. So we're going to get all of our dinos through the Stargate, and we're going to have an area here to call our own. So anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode, folks. If you liked it, make sure you blast the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to Mazion Plays Games for more epic content. And as always, be excellent to each other. Have a great day. See you later.